All right, came over to do some Jeep work, but this Marine right here is at war with a hostile squirrel that has taken over his shed. So the trap has been set. That's one of his runways. I had to come in here for extra security.
Okay,
Well, you're gonna try to get him in there now?
I'm gonna try to get him now.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, he's living right in there, huh?
Yeah, fucker.
I don't hear no noise.
I moved this yesterday. Maybe he vacated yesterday.
This is great. Yeah, he's probably not in here right now.
Yeah. We went out for breakfast. I'll get him
He'll
when
be
he
back.
comes back for his nap.
Yeah, he'll be back. That peanut butter right there is going to draw his attention. That right there. Yeah. All right, here we are. Get the vehicle. Oh, these are nice. Get the vehicle up on jack again. Why? Because everything's fighting us. These old King shocks here are very difficult. Normally it would just be two easy bolts, but you can see that there's this cross bolt that's all rusty that goes across horizontally, and that stops you from getting a socket on the 16 millimeter head bolts. So we got that one loosened up over there. We got one to do up here. Nice upgrade coming up. All right, we had to sawzall that bolt off right there. You can see it because the nut extended out in front of the 16 millimeter head nut. See, these Kings use this bracket here because you have to basically convert it to how the JK receives the shock up at the top. So now our last problem right there is to try to get these bolts out there. They've rusted themselves to the inside sleeves. So we're gonna try putting some heat on it and get these bolts out. All right, so the good news is it's okay. The good news is the top of the shocks are all set after some sawzalling. These bolts have completely corroded and welded themselves to the inside of this Heim sleeve in here. So with all the hammering in the world, they ain't coming out. So we're gonna hit some heat right here, and hopefully that'll free it up so we can get these bolts out. And Dan is laughing. Oh boy.
All right.
All right, you know what's got to be done. Crank that bitch.
Whoa.
Jesus, careful. Flammable oil.
Hey, there's a fire extinguisher over there. Right by the door.
Turn that shit on.
Yeah, let me get this sniffer so we can put a permit going.
We got hot work for this?
All right, so we're going to heat that one up now. We used the MAP gas, had to heat this up for about 10 minutes, and then we were able to pound it out. So
We have to go to tractors.
one shock is removed. So
Don't have that.
an hour and a half into the job, and we got one shock out. That's how bad it is. And we're pretty good mechanics. All right, go for
Ready?
it.
You
Yep.
got the shot?
Here it goes.
Look at that, like butter. Wow, that came out.
All right, got in there, got that nut off that stud right there for the top. Get these bolts out of the bottom, and this front shock will be coming out of there.
All right.
Jim's working on this side.
Yeah, at least these are a lot freer than the other ones were.
Yeah, these have been much easier, huh? Happily, the front shocks came out really good, no problem. But the shock was frozen, no movement whatsoever. So Jim's ride was pretty rough. No play in that shock.
So just
whatsoever.
cut this, let it extend?
Yeah. Yep. Freaking looks
It's
mean,
definitely
man.
bigger than that. It's bigger than the 17 and the 18.
Oh wow. Okay.
Grab that other shock and just match it up to what it is.
Performance series.
That's gonna make it go over shit better.
And add 10 horsepower.
At least. That's gonna give you like 4 inches of ground clearance.
How we making out over here?
Fucking, I'm bleeding. My
Bleeding?
arm fucking hurts. Fucking A.
Yeah, you are, man. You are bleeding.
How tight do I have this?
Till those 2 rubber grommets compress. We're there.
Yeah.
One front shock done.
Oh, that was easy. Oh, that was easy. So that top one was all right to get out, Jim? That side wasn't a problem?
What do you mean?
The top for that shock?
Okay, you can see 16 millimeter head bolts. 2 of them went in much easier than the Kings came out. And we just have the bottom sitting here for now because we got to go buy a couple new bolts. The bolts were so badly corroded, they got all peened over. Smashing them out with a hammer and a lot of high heat just to get the King shocks out. So these are sitting in the go position. Believe it or not, the spec on these top ones is 36 foot-pounds, 56 down here for the bolt that goes through here. Same as the fronts, really.
My kids would be like, Dad, you sound like an idiot. You're talking to yourself out there.
Well, that's because you're at the same problem I have. You're surrounded by women. They don't listen to anything I say. And my wife's like, who are you talking to? I go, does it matter? Does it even matter? Oh, that does look good. This is the newest version of Steer Smart. See the knuckle?
Yeah.
The clamp has 2 bolts. Much better than the first version.
Which I'm surprised. He had his before I bought mine, and mine came with the old version.
If you had the ball joint, we probably would have tackled that. This job just all of a sudden pretty much came together, you know?
Yeah.
That's a job for another day.
Brand new bolts from Tractor Supply. Came out perfect. Shocks are all installed, torqued.
Sweet. Not bad at all, James.
All right, gotta do the test drive. It's gotta be a lot better because those King shocks were shot.